Hey, yo, what's going on YouTube, man? I am back again. It is your boy Jacob Jones here, man. So welcome to the Mr. Uncut 12 conversation on my YouTube channel. So appreciate you guys tuning in, whatever, man. Appreciate you guys tuning in to today's video. First and foremost, man, before I start, um, keeps happening again. Unarmed black and brown people getting shot down by the police. Praying for Jacob Blake and his family. Um, I can't imagine what they're going through at this point. But like I've been saying every time I've been starting this video, man, let's continue to keep the people who are protesting, man. Thank you guys for keep protesting, and people who are fighting for social equality and just getting rid of racial injustice, man. I appreciate that, and I appreciate everybody. Just that doing, keeping the movement pushing. And also, man, like I've been saying, shout out to our essential workers, man. Thank you guys for everything that you do. Just keep doing what you're doing for allowing people like myself to at least have a decent quality of life, especially with this pandemic going on. So man, I wanted to go in and get into today's video, man. Man, what was I doing? Yeah, so I was getting into today's video. I had to think for a minute, like, oh, forgot where I was at. But anyway, as you guys can see at the title, Megan Thee Stallion, social media, and pop. So I just think those are the big things that I really want to hit. So just in case you've been living under a rock, Megan Thee Stallion got shot a couple weeks ago. Just in case anyone was living under a rock and didn't know. I'm not really going to address the situation. I just felt like Megan should have, in my opinion, I felt like she was being victimized than being the victim. And let me explain what I mean by that. Okay, so I remember when it happened. I think it was over the weekend, see some stuff on Twitter, like transitioning, I think it was that Sunday or Saturday into that Monday. Oh, she got shot. So I was like, man, this ain't true. Like, you see it on Twitter, but you don't know what to believe on the internet. So I was riding and taking my mom's into work one day, and that following Monday, and the Breakfast Club was talking about it, and they were like, yeah, she got shot. She was with Tory Lane, so it was all type of stuff. Like, we didn't know what happened. So basically, I was listening to, they made good points. Like, hey, look, we don't know what happened. We're waiting for the details to come out. So I'm like, okay, cool. Hey, look, I can respect that. You waiting for the details to come out. You waiting to see what happens. Hey, cool. I have absolutely no problem with that. So I can respect that 1,000%. Have no problem with that. But what got me was, it's just like, I just felt like that, how it was handled. I just felt like that Megan was being, more victimized than actually being a victim. And let me explain. With most situations, as us as people, we go through certain situations and we want our time. Like, for example, if a family member passed away, what do you see usual Facebook posts? I see it all the time on Facebook. Pray for me and my family. Da da da. Or I'll see my angel again. I'll see you. Soon we'll meet up again. Rip. Unc or dad, moms, auntie, whoever. So everybody grieves differently. Usually if a lot of times we see that, people will comment, the usual thing, like, hey, look, I'm praying for you, hope you get better, we praying for you, whatever. So, I mean, a lot of times we just let, situations just kind of just play itself out. Big sports fan, Montrezl Harrell, his grandma passed. I think what they were saying was his grandma basically raised him. And, he was gone for like, I think 2-3 weeks out the bubble. But, I mean, hey, you take all the time you need. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. Megan is not a celebrity. She's a celebrity. So, you having a normal life is not normal anymore. This is your normal now. Well, yeah, you try to do things normally, but everything's going to get put out because we have 24-hour access now, and everything's out there gets put on blast. One of the things that I felt like was okay, so she got shot. She really didn't say much. Then eventually she did like an IG live, and basically she was saying like, she hasn't gotten over her mom's passing, and people were getting on her because she was staying silent and not saying anything and all that other stuff. And I felt like that's wrong for people to say because I'm gonna say this again. She got shot. Like I've never been shot. I've never been shot at. I hope I never will. I've never been tased. I don't know what those things are like. I would never want that to happen. I cannot imagine the trauma she feels. My whole thing was Megan didn't have to jump on Instagram Live and explain herself of what was going on or why wasn't she responding. Okay, you got shot. To me, Megan could have easily just not like I said, her PR team or whatever. Look, I feel like this. I would have been Megan was more than her right to just put out a statement. Hey, look, guys, I'm yeah, I put out a statement like I'm trying to think, you know, uh I'm trying to think. Like, yeah, you just put out a statement, and I'm trying to think of the statement. I'm sorry, y'all. Just put out a statement. You could be like, hey, guys, look, something. You didn't have to explain what happened. Just a catastrophic event happened over the weekend. I'm needing some time to grieve my families and friends. Please keep me in your prayers. And, that's it. I would have been perfect with that. That's fine. Hey, if you need to cut off your phone or ignore social media, that's fine. That way, you could have taken all the time that you need, file a police report, let the information come out, and that would have been perfectly fine. But she didn't do that. She felt like she had to go on there and explain, what she was going through and stuff like that. And I just felt like she didn't have to do that. Um, then okay, I remember. Then recently, I think what was after that was WAP drop, big song. So I think I'm not really sure, but I think people were getting on her about you blasting about WAP, but not letting us know what happened with you shooting. So that was a big thing. Then I remember that I was listening to Breakfast Club again. She released the photos of her foot of how it looked when she was shot. It was very, graphic from what they said. I haven't seen them, but you know, I just felt like that, like because people were questioning whether you got shot or not. My whole thing was Megan didn't have to release those photos. Those photos could have been kept private. Like, you know what? No, Megan could have left that alone. Megan didn't have to say any of that. Um, she did that, and then she released the photos of her foot. Then finally, she came out and said, "Tory Lane shot me," because he was basically Tory Lanez was going to the blogs and to the media. He was playing the victim when Megan Thee Stallion is the victim, but she's being victimized and she's being ran through the media. And I'm like, why? Like, to me, I just felt like that she could have easily just put out a statement, went about her way, and that would have been the end of that. She could have just been quiet. But I just think that social media was getting on her, and plus the fact probably mostly what Tori was doing. But I think it was more of a social media thing because all these people are saying this stuff about you, and they want to answer. Then you feel like that you have to respond. I'll give it this. I remember I forgot what I was watching and what I was listening to. They said an example, right? Man, you could probably get like 30K on an Instagram post, right? But it'll take them 10 comments from John from Wyoming living in his mom's basement. Oh, you ugly, you fat. Then I bet Megan Thee Stallion would probably get 2 mil on a pic, 2 million likes. So we will ignore those 2 million likes and probably the 3,000 comments and say, "Oh my God, girl, you so sexy. I want you. I want you. I love you." We'll pay attention to the 10 comments. Girl, you fat. Your titties fake. Your ass boy. You can't rap. You a hoe. You a thought. You a bit that. We'll pay attention to all those. But my thing with Megan was Megan didn't have to say anything. Megan could have kept quiet. Megan could have been like, guys, I'm not saying anything. I'm being quiet. She could have done that. But I mean, I'm like, y'all, social media is that powerful. I'll give you an example where we can relate to. Like, okay, we go somewhere. Like, okay, say for like I was mentioning about the family part, right? We grieve. I mean, it's not like people are commenting under your stuff. Well, how they died? Did you have something to do with that? I mean, we wouldn't do that. So, but I mean, I get it. Those are two different scenarios. But okay, I'm trying to think of other examples. Okay, say we make a decision. Like, okay, like I used to get on college kids all the time, right? Like whenever they finish school, right? They want to be like, okay, well, I want to move out my mom and daddy house. I mean, but I be looking like, well, I mean, don't you want to work first or like, okay, not like that. But the biggest thing I used to hear was, well, you know, I'm not living, because I used to I went to Francis Marion, so that's in Florence, South Carolina. I don't want to live in Florida. I'm moving out my parents' house and I don't want to work at farms. But I'm like, I always used to look at them like, why? Like, I mean, if they offering you a job, like I said, this ain't gonna be your forever job. Like, you could just take it and do it. But then people will lash like, well, I don't want to do that because I'm grown and I get to make my own. That's the favorite thing I always say. People want to be like, oh, I'm grown this. So my thing is like, okay, we'll be quick to lash out if people don't agree with that, but then we feel like we need to respond for other stuff. So basically, what I'm trying to get at is, my thing was with making is you went through something. That's your own decision. Now, yes, people can have an opinion about it, but you know what's true and what's not. Now that's different. That was a situation of something actually happened, and she know what happened. Now my thing was, I used to tell people that, be like, nah, you could work for a little bit, look, cause you know you're not gonna live here forever. Just get the experience, then move. No, I don't want to mind your business. That's all you have. Mind your business. Dun, I'm grown. Dun. Like, you hear all these excuses. So my thing is like this. Why can't Megan grieve? Why can't she go and just do what she got to do, and she'll comment when she feels comfortable? I just feel like I just feel like social media, we so caught up in what other people got to say, and we don't like it when people don't agree with what we're doing. Like, people have to understand, everybody's not going to agree with what you do. I can go and get me a job at McDonald's. People might not like the fact that I work at McDonald's. You can't please everyone. And I just think that we're trying so, and I think a lot of these celebrities, I think, have a problem with this. And I'm not just saying me, I'm just saying everybody in general. We're so quick to run to social media and prove a point. I'm like, no. My thing was, Megan doesn't have to prove anything. She was the victim. She got shot. My thing was, she could have put out a statement, nailed it. She didn't have to go out, because my thing was, she's not thinking clearly. She could have put out a statement that could have been in there. She's not thinking clearly. She's just putting stuff out there, and it's not coming out right. Now people going to keep, because you know what's going to happen was, you responded that first time, then they're going to keep egging you and egging you and egging you and egging you. But see, the reverse thing of that is, people always say, well, I'm here to ignore my haters. My haters don't push me. They don't motivate me. I'm grown. I get to do me. I'm making money. It's like, we'll question certain stuff, but it's just like, I think we can push back, because I think that's a little bit easier because a couple people, but I think it's more harder because, you in the limelight and you got so many people in your ear. So I understand where she's coming from, but I just felt like she could have handled it way better. But what I thought was really, really powerful was when she was talking to her IG Live, I seen on Twitter, she was like, she didn't even tell the police Tory shot her. I was like, what? And that what got me. I'm like, bruh, man, or just the society has that much power on us, we don't even want to do that. She said she was trying to protect him from the police. I was like, why? Maggie, you should have told the police he shot me. That should have been the end of that. So really, that really what worried me, because see, that has me thinking about women. Women are really terrified of us. Like, women are trying so hard to protect us. Why? Wrong is wrong at the end of the day. I don't care. Wrong is wrong at the end of the day. Look, Megan, I understand. She had a lot going on, and to me, she wasn't thinking clearly. She went on IG Live, and she just wasn't prepared to talk, in my opinion, and she went over the top. But for her to say that she was trying to protect Tory, that threw me. I was like, wow, are you serious? Even after dude shot you, women, she's still trying to look out for that dude. I was like, wow. Because I just feel like this. I wouldn't have did that. I'd have been like, girl, look, you got shot. This your life. Get you right. I'd have been like, look, people trying to call her a snitch. No, you know what happened. He shot me. And I just think that's so crazy that I really just sat there and just said, wow. I mean, this girl got shot, everything going on, and still ain't put that man down. Like, nah, I don't know. She probably just told him, I don't know. I was just like, wow, that's crazy. And the thing, Tory as a man had that type of power. And like in the beginning of the year, Man, we was on the Tory bandwagon, man. The IG lives, he was turned, man. He was heading in the right direction, and for once, this one situation to mess him up, and still at the end of the day, that girl behind the scenes making sure your ass don't get murked. But I guess enough was enough, and she saw him for the ass he was, and just like, I can't take it no more. I'ma let him know what happened, so don't be lying, cause it's coming straight from the person that you shot. So I feel like that makes sense, but I just think that, you know, we can't protect people that we know was wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, we sometimes, like, look, like I say, I wasn't in that situation, but if it was me, I'd be like, look, man, I got shot. Look, that's your life. Make it pop. You don't know. It could have hit a blood vessel. That girl could have probably been in the hospital fighting for her life. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a doctor or whatever, but I mean, I'm just saying, for, you know, for me. But just for her to come out there and just say that, I was just like, wow. And it's crazy. And you know, I feel like this. Wrong is wrong. If women, anybody out there, man or woman, if somebody's hitting you or putting your hands on you, did something wrong, wrong is wrong. Like, I don't want to go into a rant, but wrong is wrong. If they cheat on you, or they put your hands on you, shoot you, or they get you, wrong is wrong, regardless of who it is. I don't care. We have to start holding people accountable. Wrong is wrong. And look, I'm not saying Megan didn't do the right thing. All I'm saying in this video is I just felt like Megan could have handled it better, and Megan could have been grieving, because I felt like that girl never had that proper time to grieve and get over her situation. It was just, she was just forced to take action. When I'm like, to me, Megan Thee Stallion, social media does not control you. To me, she should have just put out a statement and just kept quiet. Hey, I'ma let the law enforcement, the lawyers, the police, everybody investigate that and let them handle that. I would have put Tory on blast. I'd have been like, look, he shot me, because that's your life. You don't know, that girl could have hit a blood vessel. That girl could have been fighting for her life right now. Seriously. But we want to knock Megan Thee Stallion, saying that she's wrong, that she's the victim. But what? Let me ask y'all a question. What is that? What if that was your sister, or your girlfriend, or your mama that got shot? Wouldn't you want that person in jail? So why are we out here calling Tory a snitch? I mean, Megan a snitch. Why? Because I promise y'all, if that was your mom's that got shot, your sister, your brother, your significant other, whoever, somebody that was close to you, we would have been like, we want all the details. We want all of them put behind, but we want the full extent of the law. I feel like this. We are wrong for, I say people are wrong for pressuring Megan to come out here and talk when she's not ready. That girl should have been grieving properly, and people should have left her alone. People were wrong for that. And I feel like, and them people on social media evil, and people have to understand this. People on social media don't give a damn about you. They only follow you to be nosy and want your information. Now, I get it how some people are like that. But I'm talking, look, if you friends with people that you know, cool, yeah, and I get how some people get. They don't want people in their business. I understand that. But I will say this about social media. That's probably the one thing you can control, because you control what you can post before you press send. And I'm just like, nah, man, because to me, Megan was the victim. She was not, she should have never been disrespected by people in the media or social media, because she was the victim. She got shot. That girl could have been fighting for her life. And for people to go on social media and do her the way she do, to me, was wrong. And she should have had time to grieve and get herself together. But social media is so powerful. We have 24/7 access to everything. And I just feel like, why? And then my thing is, don't protect people that don't deserve it. Because I'll give you an example. I want people to call me out if I'm wrong, or if I did something wrong. Like, okay, for example, right? I'm in a relationship. If I go and put my hands on my girl and cheat on her, I'm wrong. Simple as that. I'm wrong. Wrong is wrong. It don't matter who it is. Wrong is wrong. We need to start holding people accountable, regardless of what it is. They're wrong. So all I'm saying is, y'all, look, Megan Thee Stallion is not wrong for what she is. To me, she's not wrong for what she did. I just felt like it could have been handled differently. But to me, that girl never had time to grieve. That girl never had time to get herself together. And she deserved better than that. And we deserve better than that. And we need to stop protecting people that we know are wrong. Because Tory Lane should have never, ever got protected by her. Because if that was West Bubblefuck that shot her, he would have been behind bars already. But we want to protect people that don't deserve to be protected. And people like Jacob Blake out here getting gunned down by police officers. 7 shots in his back. That man might not be able to ever walk again. In front of his kids. And we wanna come at Megan because she out here allegedly dry snitching in some people's eyes? No. Wrong. Tory is wrong. We have to hold accountability for people who do things wrong. And I'm gonna say this again, and this is gonna be the end of the video. Megan Thee Stallion is not wrong. She could have handled it, to me, a little bit more better. But people are wrong who are coming at her because questioning whether she got shot, what is the severity of her injury, then she has to go and try to protect Tory for what? For no reason. She got shot. She was the victim. We need to start holding more people accountable and stop trying to please people on social media. That's wrong. Because if it was anybody else, or any normal conversation, like if I have with me or my friends or anything like that, and we question something they're doing, we'll be quick to say that we're grown. We'll be quick to say it's my decision, it's my opinion, and leave me alone. And we're going to ignore it because we're going to push out all the no people and the people that may be right, but we're going to push those away. And we're just going to include the yes people and the people that we know is wrong. We need to stop this, y'all, and we need to do better. I'm sorry, I got a little bit intense, y'all, and I apologize about that. But I'm just saying, we got to do better. We all got to do better. But man, look, this is your boy Jacob Jones, man. I am out, man. So definitely, man, if you're new, like this video, appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications, and follow me on social media, man. Mr_Uncut12 is my social media. And if there's anything that you guys want me to do, collaboration, man, please let me know, man. Really appreciate it, man. So thank you guys for tuning in, man. So I'm out. Be safe. We out. Let's go. Gone.